Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Coinsmith. I have a little time this morning to get out a video. I'd like to speak about what Ripple is, where you can get Ripple or XRP. And with that, I have to do a little bit of housekeeping before we get started. And simply is, I am not a financial advisor. Please do not take anything from this video content as financial advice, but only use it for entertainment and educational purposes only. Okay, there you go. Getting a little better, a little bit better, a little bit of time. I'll get that down pat. Okay, so the question is, what is Ripple or XRP? And quite simply, Ripple as a cryptocurrency, XRP, the Ripple network can be used for any type of currency or asset that Ripple gateways are willing to accept. XRP is the native currency used on the Ripple system. Ripple is designed to set the transaction fee and dynamically based on demand as an anti-spam measure. Okay, so there you go. XRP is the native currency for the Ripple system. All right. So the next thing is we're going to try to figure out, or I'd like to just discuss briefly, is how does XRP work? Okay, or Ripple. XRP is the name given to the digital currency which helps the transaction the money on the Ripple network. It works on a liquidity source whenever it is necessary, besides acting as a bridge among the two currencies. XRP, which is an open source blockchain, operates on the interface of peer-to-peer servers. So you can see that, the peer-to-peer server base, it is pretty much a decentralized type network, even though it is being used through banking systems, but it's fine with me because the number of customers that could potentially glean from this is, as we talked about before, is phenomenal. I believe anyway. Where can you buy XRP? You can set up a Coinbase account that has recently been listed to Coinbase, which is great. It was great for us. It really didn't move the price of XRP that much, but I don't really care that it didn't move it that much. It just added a pair or the cryptocurrency to that platform was really good for us. You could also buy XRP on Bittrex and virtually any number, Binance, virtually any one of the major and some of the sub-type exchanges that are now out there. Because it is number 3, you shouldn't really have a problem at all finding where you could get XRP. But you're going to first need to create an account on that exchange. After being signed into the exchange, you click on the Wallet tab on the top of the navigation bar. From there, you can view all the deposit addresses for cryptocurrencies, and this would be on any one of the exchanges that you're working on. Traditionally, you would have to put Bitcoin into your Bitcoin account also on that exchange, because the only way to purchase XRP on some of these, and I believe it's still some of the exchanges still work this way, let's put it that way, that you have to add Bitcoin to your account, and then when you set up the trade or you do the buy, it'll say the amount, how much Bitcoin equates to how much XRP you can buy, which is currently on your account. And you could buy a fraction of, you don't have to spend all of your Bitcoin money, the cryptocurrency in the fund. You could buy a portion of it, or you could buy it all, or you could buy 50%, 25%, whatever you feel is is okay at the time, and leave the rest in your Bitcoin account. And what type of blockchain is Ripple? Well, Ripple is at once a company, a digital payment processing system, and a cryptocurrency, which is also known as XRP. This is similar to Bitcoin, but Ripple's blockchain system is very different, and the currency is owned by the one company, Ripple. Okay, whereas Bitcoin would be mined. Bitcoin would come into existence through the mining process, which, when we talked about that, the mining process takes a lot of energy, a lot of computation time. Right now, which is fairly not a real great thing, is that China holds most, I think it was like 80% of the mining capacity to bring Bitcoin into existence. So that that there is a little bit that's a little scary proposition right now, right then and there. All right. So what is the difference between Ripple and Bitcoin? The key difference between Bitcoin and Ripple is in their initial purpose. At the beginning of cryptocurrency era, Bitcoin was intended to serve as the very first peer-to-peer cryptocurrency protocol. On the other hand, Ripple was created to be the payment system, remittance network, and currency exchange. So you can see that the two cryptocurrencies are very separate and distinct reason why that they came into existence. Okay, so let's look at another thing. What is Xrapid? You're going to hear that term thrown around a lot. Xrapid is one of the financial products by the company Ripple Labs. Other products are Xcurrent and Xvia. Xrapid focuses on specifically on the cross-border remittance. Till now, SWIFT, and here's what SWIFT stands for again: Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications, was being used as a messaging system for cross-border remittances. So you can see what Xrapid, the number of different names that are it goes by, or the number of different products that Ripple has. Bitcoin there's only a certain number of Bitcoin that will ever come into existence through mining, and that's around 21 million. Once miners have unlocked this many Bitcoins, the planet's supply will essentially be tapped out, unless Bitcoin's protocol is changed to allow for a larger supply. On the other hand, XRP, their total supply is a lot higher. It's in the billions. I don't have the exact number right now, but most of that, or a good portion of that, is in escrow, which is good because I believe it's a good thing, because the company will ease that into the market at certain times on a schedule that they have posted, so you can look that up. Some people fear that because the company's holding could affect the price in a negative way. I don't believe it would. I think it's, for whatever reason they're doing it, hopefully it's a prudent one, and again, only time is going to tell on that. But there's been some discussion as to why Bitcoin, the Ripple price has been at the price that it's at right now, that it's not seeing explosive or 31, 32, 33 cents, whatever, that price is being controlled by the company for whatever reason. There was some discussion that, and if you think about it, I'm not concerned because I'm holding it, and it's I have I have XRP, that the company Ripple doesn't want to have that number inflate dramatically and have it in the hands of Joe Trader, or me, we'll call that, because it is a product of theirs and it's being used for banking remittances. But I don't see that being the case, because the XRP is, you could divide that into thousands, hundreds of a percent for transactions. And the amount of XRP that is currently out there will be exhausted over time, but it's over a longer period of time, due to the fact that you can divide this up into the remittance amount that's being sent. We could talk about that a little later. I'm not that concerned about it. About that. I look at it as the same way as there's only so much gold above and below ground. There's only so much silver above and below ground. It is an asset. It will be exhausted at some point. And, I have all three, and hopefully the markets will reflect the supply and demand, and we'll see where that number goes. But there's a little bit of a background on, what is XRP, who is Ripple, how does it compare to Bitcoin, and where you can get XRP. I hope you find that somewhat interesting. This is more, I guess, on the beginner level, for people to look at for informational purposes. But I like to cover a whole gamut of subjects. For some might just be getting into trading with cryptocurrencies, and I hope that will be informative for them. At least point them into directions where they could, again, start doing their research. Let's learn about these projects. Let's weed out the ones that are going to be successful into the future, the ones that are going to line our golden, hopefully, our retirement funds, and get this word out to as many people as you can, and get them on board with us. You'll be doing them a favor. I really believe you'll be doing them a favor, and you don't have to invest a lot. That's the key thing. And before that number goes up, due to this a mass adoption explosion in the market, to the point where it's going to be, I believe it's going to be just like Bitcoin in the future. You'll still be able to purchase Ripple, or XRP, excuse me, but you'll be getting fractions of it once again. And why not get one whole piece of the pie, one whole XRP at a time, and enjoy when that next bull run happens. So with that being said, thank you all. Please subscribe. Please hit the notification button. You'll be notified of my next the content that I put up on YouTube. God bless you all, and God bless the United States.